Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bears will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jayhawks offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Plows through the defense.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Got his man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And the Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Baylor! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds his tight end. Nice move to keep running. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for us.
Breaks into the open. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. out of the gun. The inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
We knew this defense was going to be physical in this game. How about that hit on the tight end? After a nice gainer, preventing him from getting the first down.
Back to throw, it's Jenkins. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Quick release on the RPO. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Makes the grab on the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Sure hands, it's Brown. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Finds his big tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Ellison. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Jennings. Puts it out of the air. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Working that left side now. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Roughing the kick, defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Using his legs, it's Thompson. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Jayhawks want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Ellison. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Finds his man. It's McCoy. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change.
Touchdown, Baylor! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. And in this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Setting up the screen. Makes one man miss. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Quickly complete. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Thompson. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Jayhawks want to move quickly. To the air on 2nd down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. To the air, it's Jenkins. It's complete to the left. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. That's the quintessential example of knowing exactly how far you have to get the ball to pick up the first.
And great job by the QB. Understanding the situation, short yardage situation.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll trim the deficit to 15. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
And the Jayhawks will kick it off to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think
intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The Jayhawks in the hurry-up. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Back open in the middle. Free up the gut. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks. He'll try to tack on one more. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Snatches it on the right. Touchdown Bears! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Motion from the back. The give out of the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point.
There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's...
Looking for the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Wide open downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Touchdown, Baylor! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big points.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And the Jayhawks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Now on the return. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. To the air, it's Jennings. Got his man in the middle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Trying to set up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
Everything went right on that play except the receiver going out of bounds. It's late in the 4th. You've got the lead. You're just trying to bleed the clock as much as possible. Just got to have better awareness on the field.
Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. And the quarterback goes down all the way back back at his 4-yard line. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking to pass. It's Jenkins. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he found a space on the right. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Kansas.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Ellison. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. With the catch, it's McCoy. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. One more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. To the air, it's Jennings. He caught it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to really pull that schooner ahead offensively. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll start this drive firing. Snagged in the middle. It's Finley. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Caught over the middle. It's Cook. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. Brings up second and goal.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Looking to throw on third and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Buys a little time with his feet. Throwing right. Makes the grab. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. To the air on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the...
And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Bringing the heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Oh, they're after him. Ball's incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.